What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing okay. I promised myself I would start a weekly recap of the week last weekend. Little did I know the crazy, unbelievable week we would have. Let's catch up on what's been going on in US politics this week, some really heavy stuff, and some things that matter moving forward. Here's the headlines and why they're important. As most of you, I'm sure, know, Charlie Kirk, co-founder of Turning Point USA, a conservative activist, was assassinated at Utah Valley University during a public speaking event this week. A lot of people are really shaken around the world, but especially here at home. There's some serious concern that political violence in the US is increasing. From threatening language to violent incidents, and people are asking, what do we do now? How do we tone down the rhetoric? How do we protect public safety without shutting down free speech? Charlie literally went around to college campuses around the country to have conversations with people who didn't necessarily agree with him. Dialogue and debate is really what's needed in this country. If we can't have a conversation and disagree on something, what's the point? President Trump spoke out saying that he is awarding Charlie with the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
I'm pleased to announce that I will soon be awarding Charlie Kirk posthumously the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
And that he will absolutely be attending his service, which, by the way, is scheduled for Sunday, September 21st in Glendale, Arizona, at the State Farm Stadium. President Trump and the First Lady laid a wreath at the Pentagon this week to mark the 24th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. He gave a speech talking about the lives lost, the heroism of first responders, and reminding everyone to vow that we would never forget. But have we really not forgotten with the socialist leading the polls for mayor in New York City? Also, before a Yankees game in New York, Trump was there for the traditional 9/11 remembrance. Flags, the tributes, the whole 9 yards. The president met with all the players before the game and shook every single hand. He was met with cheers from the crowd, which he loved. Apparently there's another government shutdown looming. When isn't there one? I feel like we go through this every few months. Is it just me? On the policy front, Congress has until September 30th before there's a risk of another government shutdown. Democrats are pushing to include healthcare funding in the deal. However, Republicans are pushing back, saying some of it is too expensive or maybe a political play. So there's a lot of jockeying going on. Who gives what gets cut, how bipartisan or not the final agreement will look. If they don't reach something, millions of people could be impacted, government workers could be furloughed, stuff like that. Another big thing, the U.S. is stepping up operations in Caribbean near Venezuela targeting drug trafficking. There was a recent strike on a boat allegedly tied to the gang Tren de Aragua, which killed 11 people.
President Trump says it was carrying.
That's part of a larger push by the Trump administration to treat these drug cartels more aggressively, calling them terrorists. Of course, there's controversy from the left, questions about evidence, legal authority, and international norms. So what should we keep an eye on going into next week? Number one, I think the outcome of the government shutdown negotiation, because what they agree on essentially will affect lots of people. Also, look for how leaders respond to Charlie Kirk's death in terms of action, security changes, rhetoric, maybe policy. Will there be real change, or is it just a bunch of words? Whether the aggressive foreign and military policy near Venezuela drags the U.S. deeper into international conflicts or brings backlash. Also, the President and First Lady are making their historic second state visit to England to meet with King Charles. Be on the lookout for all of what happens across the pond. So big week, lots happening. As always, I'm interested in what you think. Are you worried about political violence, about how the foreign policy moves might play out? Drop your thoughts. I want to hear your comments. I'll see you next week with another recap. Stay safe and stay informed.